got together with Dr. Cochran and told him the truth. He just laughed in our face. Let me see if I understand you correctly. Commander. A group of cybernetic people from the future have traveled back in time to enslave the human race, and you're here to stop them. That's right. Hot damn. You're heroic. Then he laughed again. We're going to prove it to you. He looked over at Geordi. The Forge was using an old telescope to find the Enterprise, to prove that we were telling the truth. Geordi smiled and said, there she is. It's beautiful. He closed his tricorder and said, take a look. Still laughing, the doctor said he likes a good peep show. When he looked into the lens, his last stopped as he saw the Enterprise. He looked at us and smiled and said it was a trick. He looked at the telescope closer, and we saw that it was not a trick. He wanted to know how we did that. Geordi said it was his telescope. Deanna, who was still a little unsteady, said that was our ship, the Enterprise. He looked at us and said, Lily is up there? That's right. Can I talk to her? Commander Riker said that we have lost contact with the Enterprise. We don't know why yet. I had a pretty good idea why, but I was not going to say anything. Dr. Cochran asked what it was that we wanted to do. Simple. Conduct your warp flight tomorrow morning, just like you planned. Why tomorrow morning? We all looked at each other, and Commander Riker said that tomorrow morning, an alien ship will be passing by our solar system. He shook his head and said, aliens? You mean extraterrestrials? Or bad guys? Good guys. They're on a survey mission. They have no interest in Earth. Too primitive. Cochran just said, oh to that. When they discover that humans have found a way to travel faster than light, they change their course and make first contact right here. Dr. Cochran pointed at his feet and said, here? Geordi looked over to a spot near the woods and said, actually, over there. It's one of the most pivotal moments in human history. You get to make first contact with the alien race. And when you do, everything begins to change. Your theories on warp drive allow fleets of starships to be built, and for mankind to start exploring the galaxy. It unites humanity in a way no one thought possible. Poverty, disease, war, they all will be gone within the next 50 years. But unless you make that warp flight by tomorrow morning at 11:15, none of it will happen. Dr. Cochran looked at us and said, you're all astronauts on some kind of Star Trek. I've been standing quiet up until now. I walked over to the doctor and said, look, Doc, I realize that's a lot to take in, but we're running out of time here. We need your help. What do you say? Dr. Cochran looked up in the direction that the Enterprise would be. He said, why not? I tapped my comm badge and said, Dibble to all Enterprise engineering personnel. We just got another set of hands.